Hey folks, welcome to another edition of Money and Politics on a cold day in the Midwest. And this is a picture just outside the back of my house that I snapped not too long ago. Hope you're all staying warm wherever you are. It's kind of an odd day. Normally I wait until the market closes. I'm actually taping this. Let's see, it's just about 18 minutes left in the trading day on Tuesday, the 16th, February 16th. And I just had the time to do something right now, so I thought I'd come to you a little bit early as a quick reminder. If you're a regular watcher, you've seen this before, that I'm not a financial broker, but I do try to discuss issues that I think are relevant if you're getting started in the trading arena. And hopefully you're keeping an eye on the long ball here. Also, I wanted to update you. I just yesterday had my Twitter account for Money and Politics open up. So if you didn't already subscribe, and if you want to, you can do that. Now, that said, today's a down day for the stock we follow frequently here, which is TSNP. You can see at the moment, I should say, we're at $1.06. We got down to about $1.07. On Friday, this past Friday, we were at $1.30. So why is it down? What I would say why it's down is this. Number one, we just had a 3-day weekend and we were down a bit. We had been at $1.70. We went down to $1.30. I think a lot of people had a lot of gain in a short amount of time, and they wanted to make sure they weren't going to lose that. And they thought, oh my gosh, I'm up $5,000, I'm up $10,000, whatever it was. And so they kind of ran for the exits. NEXCF, which I'd also discussed, this is a stock that is up today. It should be, in my estimation, much higher. And the other bit of news is, as we go down here, they are going to be, if I can get it to scroll down, they are going to be presenting tomorrow at a growth conference on February the 17th. So where do I see this? I have not liked the price action of this. This is 1 month. I don't know if I can get it. There it is. So you can see where down the trough, we come up. It's been a real roller coaster ride. And I would say, I think this is a good price if you want to take a shot at this. I think they got good technology, and I would say that I could see this going to $10 or higher in a year. Where it's going to go in the next month or 6 months, I just don't know. It kind of depends somewhat on a lot of factors. But I think this is, in my estimation, an overlooked gem. I think their sales are growing. They're, I believe, going to have their earnings report come out in March. So that's when I would pay attention to. That we've talked about DIG, and I've mentioned that before, which is a DIG. It's a 2-time 2X oil and gas ETF. And you can see we're up $5 today. I had mentioned that I was getting into that back in the mid-50s. So I'm up right now about 100%. My target for this has been 120. And why 120? That was being conservative. I think it could go to 140 or more. But as we come out of the shutdown world economy, it's got to go up as we use more oil, and the price of oil is going to go up. And also, as I'd mentioned in a video I did on it, Saudi Arabia, now about 3 weeks or a month ago, took 1 million barrels a day out of production, that they cut back on their production. I think this is up on the on the cold and the fact that we're all just using a lot more energy right now because of the cold. So that's my guess. But in the longer term, going forward into the summer months, we're going to be flying more, we're going to be driving more, we're going to be, just using oil for a variety of reasons, and there's no getting around that. So you might be somebody who is against fossil fuels, but I tell you what, right now, when I look out the window here, it's the fossil fuels that's keeping me warm and toasty and keeping me out of 3 degrees or below zero temperatures. Anyway, that's where we are right now with about 11 minutes left in the trading day. I'll go back and take a quick look at TSNP. Of course, we're going to have what we've talked about before. We're going to have one day we'll wake up and the symbol will be changed. We're going to have more information coming out as far as how their sales and earnings are going up. I have said before, and it's just true to me, 90% of learning is emotional, and you could be talking to someone about getting in the market. Now, hopefully you're in the market. Hopefully you're, buying TSNP and some of the other things. But, the feeling that you have when you watch that stock going down, that you've put money into and you bought it higher and now it's lower, do I sell? Or maybe you bought it and you have a gain on it. Now it's going down and you hate to see that paper gain you had evaporating before your eyes. And I get it. But what I would say is this is how you learn to become an investor. You have to master those emotions, and you don't do it unless you've got skin in the game and money on the table. And it's one of the hardest questions to ever answer is, when do I sell? If I knew exactly what was the low price to buy and the greatest time to sell, I would be the richest man in the world. What I can do is look at a company, look at the prospects for growth, and look at where I think that will be as I project forward into the future, as I have done with DIG, which is the oil and gas, as I have done with NEXCF, as we just mentioned, and as we do with TSNP here. So we have about 9 minutes left in the game. You can see that we have not had just a precipitous fall. We did initially, and then the buyers came in, and then we've been kind of treading water. Not a great deal of difference here. Look, is this going to go back down to 20 cents? I don't think so. If it does, that would be a gift for people to buy in, because this company has a lot of runway ahead of it as far as growth potential. Anyway, folks, hope you're having a great day. Hope you're staying warm. Like I say, it's kind of a weird feeling day. It feels like one of those snow days where it's hard to motivate yourself, and I'm happy to visit with you early on at 2:52. We got 8 minutes left in the day. If you want, follow me on Twitter. And like I say, that here and there, then I can just kind of pop some information in, my thoughts on either how the day is going or something else to look to. The one last thing that occurs to me, and of course I could blabber on for an hour, but is this. As much as we like any one stock, you want to have other stocks, because when I look at my own portfolio, I have things like DIG that are up, and that also balances you emotionally. If you've got all your eggs in one basket, that's not the way to do it, and you're going to feel horrible on that one day when your number one holding is going down, and then you start making decisions on an emotional basis you shouldn't. Because, as I've said before, the art of investing is analytical analysis, I should say, analyzing the prospects, but also mastering those emotions. Okay, you got to master those emotions, or you're going to panic and sell when you shouldn't. Or conversely, you're going to get too giddy and be buying maybe when you shouldn't. I like when a stock goes up like an airplane, where it just kind of gradually goes up over time. When we get these movements where we shoot up, and we got that in TSNP, where it just kind of shot up. In 3 weeks it went from 20 cents to momentarily $1.90. You can expect that that's going to fall and kind of get a new foundation, and I think that's what we're seeing here. We're getting a new foundation level, in the area of $1. But then we're going to kind of go, okay, we're not going to zero, and then people start to regain their confidence and buyers come in. And I think from this level where we are right now, with about 6 minutes left in the trading day, make your own decisions. Every time you put money in the market, it involves risk. I tell people we don't want to avoid risk, we want to manage risk. If you bought in this area, you would probably have a very good chance of doubling your money. When is anyone's guess. I would guess it could be within 6 months, it could be within 6 days. Who knows, right? In any event, folks, have a great day. Stay warm. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you very soon. Take care.